Namaste yogis, my name is Jen. This is a video tutorial aligned with Yoga Design Lab for anyone out there wondering how to further their practice using a yoga wheel. And this is a really wonderful piece of equipment for deepening, strengthening, and most importantly supporting your yoga asana practice. So we're just going to start with two versions of assisted plank pose, both really wonderful for engaging the core and strengthening the shoulders in a safe way. So we'll start with the wheel in front of us on the mat and positioning both the thumbs so that they're facing in the direction that we'll be rolling forwards. Both hands holding onto the edge of the yoga wheel, not gripping too much that you become tense and bring the shoulders towards the ears, but enough to feel strong and supported. Rolling the wheel forward so that the shoulders come in line over the wrists. And again, not hunching into the shoulders and not losing the tension in the body. Rising up the shoulders, looking forward and opening the chest. And when we're ready, bringing the knees underneath the hips, tucking the toes, and pushing forward, preparing for our plank. And everyone's different here. You may want to adjust forwards, backwards, or even move the wheel. But find your plank here, engage the core, tuck the hips, and hold here for as long as feels good for you. Maybe 5 seconds, maybe 10, or maybe just until the wobbles become very extreme. And when you're ready, slowly dropping the knees, dropping the toes, and dropping the chest, chin, head, finding here your assisted child's pose. Just breathing in, on each exhale perhaps dropping the chest and head a little bit further. And when you're ready, slowly rising yourself back up. So these are two wonderful counter postures for each other, a strength and a restorative posture, and you can carry this on in a sort of drill fashion. So moving between the two for any given amount of time, finding plank, holding, dropping with your child's pose, relaxing. And repeat this as many times as you'd like to. Another version of assisted plank we can take is with the yoga wheel behind us. Find about the center of the mat. Finding plank position in the hands. So the fingers nicely spread, the palms pressed into the earth. Ooh. And take the feet to either edge of the yoga wheel. Again, find your alignment, tucking in the tailbone. And you can hold here or you can take a dynamic pose by rolling forward, taking the hips high, weight into the shoulders, toes balancing on the yoga wheel, and back out to plank. And again, take these as many times as feels beneficial to you. Slowly dropping down. We can also use our yoga wheels to take a more restorative approach, opening out the upper back, the lower back, and even taking a full spinal massage. So if you want to take your feet hip distance apart and nice and close to the body, taking the wheel and guiding it to the center of the back and the upper back, so there's a little bit of space here between the lumbar and the ground and room for movement. Either holding on to the wheel or bringing the fingers to the ground, whatever feels more stable for you. And we're just going to gently lift the pelvis off of the ground while rolling backwards, pressing into the feet and lifting the hips. So now the lower back is also involved in the spinal massage, moving dynamically. And you can keep the chin tucked into the chest, if that feels good. Or the option is there to drop the head and take this as a full spinal stretch. Moving with the breath. If this feels good and you'd like to take it one step further, you can also experiment with straightening the legs and taking the arms up overhead. as well. Perhaps you can try taking the forearms to the ground. Resting in, or just taking stillness, arms and legs stretched out. Breathing into the center of the body, the heart space, the chest, the upper and lower back gently opening. And from here you can also play with an assisted chakrasana, wheels pose. Making sure to lower gently down to the ground. And resting for as long as you need to between postures. We can also use our yoga wheel to deepen our shoulder stand. So, if you'd like to take your yoga wheel in between your legs, close to the pelvis, and lower onto the ground. When you're ready, engaging the glutes and the thighs, lifting up the hips, and reaching for the yoga wheel, placing underneath the bum, and in your own time lifting your legs into an L shape. So here is an easy version of shoulder stand, just working on the engagement of the legs, the core. You can take this further by lifting the pelvis, raising the legs, adjusting the wheel, and again. And here you can play with your shoulder stand. And even into flower pose. Removing the wheel gently, rolling yourself down, placing the wheel underneath the knees, and here you can use your yoga wheel for a deep relaxation in Shavasana. The elevation in the knees encourages the lower back to root into the earth. There are so many other ways we can use our yoga wheel to deepen our yoga practice, such as in pigeon pose, in Skandasana, and in restorative poses such as Baddha. The most important thing to remember with our yoga wheel and with yoga in general is to only do what feels good for you. Everyone's different and everyone feels the benefits in different ways. So experiment, have fun, and see what feels good for you. Namaste.